welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are able to tune in once again. Number one, let's start off right off the rip, right off the press. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Number two, welcome to Encouragement and Empowerment with your girl, Kia. I am so glad that you were able to tune in. If this is your first time, thank you so much once again. If you have been consistent, I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate the love. I don't care if it's 1 follower, 1,000 followers, or 10 followers. I don't care. I am just grateful that somebody is empowered, somebody is blessed, somebody is encouraged. I'm just so grateful. What I'm going to do today, I'm hoping that it's going to reach you deep down in your heart, encourage you, and just lift you up. Because when I was given this word for myself, it was at a time when I was down. But before we start the video, I just got a few smiths I want to share with you guys. So, coming up this month, February 20th, we have our first sisterhood luncheon. You guys don't want to miss this. I'm not just saying this to promote me. I don't want no funds. I don't want no money. I am all about healing. I am all about growth. I'm all about leadership. I'm just all about you getting rid of the things. Just allowing God to come into your life and to just take away and to burn away the things that don't belong. So on the 20th, y'all mark y'all calendars. It's going down. Sisterhood Luncheon Unity. The reason why this came to me was because my husband, he made a point to me, and he said, if you look at today's generation with women do not stick together. Women are jealous of each other. Women are envious of one another. And I'm like, why not create a sisterhood, a bond where we all could come together and I could cry and you can hear me and I'm listening and watching you heal and God be in the midst. It's not Kia, it's not whoever the other individual is, but it's God connecting us all together to build unity. And I think this is what this world needs instead of animosity and hate and all this towards one another. Enough of that. Seriously. And this sisterhood luncheon, I really believe that it's going to be bigger than what you guys even think, what I even think or what I even see. So mark your calendars for the 20th. Also, I have a very powerful video coming up this week. It's right now it's being edited and all that with the photos and everything. But the next video you guys see it really came to me. Like, this stuff just comes to me and I was like, I have to do this because I speak things into my child before she gets to elementary school. I speak things into my child before she gets to high school, middle school. And I will never forget when I found out I was pregnant, I told my husband, I wrote out this prayer. I still got it in my email. I wrote out this prayer for my daughter. And I spoke over her life before she was even born. Because I was like, I don't want my daughter to be like me. Not saying I'm a bad person, but I just want my daughter to be better than I was, better than how I was, brought. I want her to have a different childhood. I want her to be raised, trained up a child in the way they should go so they won't depart. And I kid you not, I'm already speaking over my child's life before she get to elementary. And the next video y'all see is going to explain itself. But I just wanted to share a few announcements with you guys. I'm so excited for what's coming up. Now, let's get to the video. Where should I begin? When this came to me, I was in a down place. And I can't remember what I was going through at the time. I should have been did this video. But it's been certain situations that's been coming up where I have been doubting and I have been worrying. And I just keep hearing this soft whisper saying, I got you. And I was telling my husband the other day, I was like, I had a breakdown moment where I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, wow, the devil really think he can play me. He really think he can take, put thoughts in my head to make me think, okay, you're not a great mother, or your bills. It's like, it's the smallest thing. And when I was sitting there and I was fighting and I was battling, all I kept hearing is, God say what? I got you. And it was just so simple. And I had text my husband. I was like, babe, God got us. And I kid you not, that whole week, favor, blessings, I kept saying it and I keep speaking it till today, that God got us. And when the smallest trial and tribulation try to come and try to stumbling block, try to trip me up, try to trip my family up. I'm like, no, what did God say? What did God just tell you? This is for you. What did God just tell you? He got you. So we don't have to worry no more. We don't have to stress. We don't have to doubt. God got me. And when I heard that, I was just like, wow. So I sat there and I began to think about it. When COVID first started, me and my husband lost our jobs. I'm going to let that sink in. We lost our job. Did we sit there and we down and did we worry? We was like, oh, I don't know what we going to do, babe. We just sitting there looking at each other. Both about to fall in the ditch. No. You know what we did? We still gave God praise. We still prayed. We still worshiped. We still kept that unity within our family. And as we began to pray, we was praying and praying and praying. And I was talking to I was like, babe, do you realize when we have the smallest doubt to think that we can't do it or it's not going to come to pass for our finances? Do you understand God has kept us from the beginning of COVID? All our bills was paid before time. Don't know how, but you did it. You made a way. That's what he did. And my favorite part of that song is there is nothing that's impossible. That's my part. And I keep repeating there is nothing that's impossible. And we're standing here only because God made a way. Because he spoke to me and said, he got me. Kia, I got you. Aaron, I got you. Journey, I got you. I'm speaking it over my family. I got you. Let's go to the scriptures. The scriptures we're going to be coming from today. Let's just start real short and sweet. We're going to come from St. John 14, verse 1 through 4. And this is what I want to speak into somebody's household and somebody's life. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whether I go, ye know, and the way ye know. Understand, God already has it taken care of. He said he got you. He said he's going before us to prepare a place. So right now, as I said in the previous video, right now we're just sitting here thinking about the now. But we got to think about what's at the end, what God has already prepared. What he's doing right now, he's preparing the place for us. So while we sitting here in the corner and we doubting and we worrying, I got you. Next scripture. Psalms 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, it comfort me. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death. Listen to me. The valley in the shadow of death, whatever it is that you see is darkness right now, though you walk through it, you fear no evil because you know that God is with you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, you shouldn't fear no evil because you already know that God is with you. Let's go back to it. God said he got you, right? So we shouldn't fear any evil because God is with us. His rod and his staff, he always comforting us. He's always leading us. He's always guiding us. He's always giving us clarity. He's always giving us direction. Let's go to the next scripture. Isaiah 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will hold up thee with the right hand of my righteousness. How good could this get, y'all? God is holding us up. Even when we feel like we're down, God is holding us up. Y'all listen to me. God is holding you up. When you feel like you finna fall off the cliff, God is holding you up. Y'all, I done changed my title. God is holding you up. He's holding you up. When you feel like you about to die, when you feel like you want to commit suicide, God is holding you up. When you feel like you can't pay that last bill, God is holding you up. When you feel like your marriage is on verge, God is holding you up. Isaiah be doing something to me, y'all. Let's read it one more time. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Come on. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. I will hold you up. God is holding us, y'all. He got us. He's got, and I don't know, for some reason, I just see God carrying us like a little baby. And our problems is that small. That's how I'm looking at it. God is holding you up, child. Let me come get to my scriptures. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. And the Lord, He it is, doeth go before thee. Y'all, this, I believe this. He go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. Listen to this, y'all. I believe God go before me. And you know what? Sometimes I done got to the point where I'm like, before I make a decision, and my husband was looking at me crazy the other day, I said, no, I got to talk to God about this first. I was dead serious. I was like, no. He was like, but no. I got to go seek God on this. Because I believe God always give us a warning to say, no, that's not it. I truly believe that. And I believe that He goes before us. And when certain things happen, I remember when I was on my previous job, like when I was there for a year, I wanted to leave. And this was way before COVID. And I was like, I want to find another job. I want to leave this job. And God was like, no. Because He goes before thee, right? I just want to stand up, y'all, but I'm going to sit out. He goes before thee, right? So I was sitting there and I was like, I'm sitting there applying for different jobs. I was just applying for different jobs. And God was like, no. I was like, all right. So I kept applying. I still couldn't get a job. Nobody was calling me. Nobody was hiring me. Nothing. So then the next few months passed by. COVID hit. Mind you, a lot of people got laid off their job. And I was still able to work on my job until I got let go. But I was able to work on my job until, it was time for me to go. But God He was like, nah, this is what I'm telling you when I say go back and watch the video, follow instructions. When God tell you to follow His instructions, do it. Because if I would have moved off my emotion, moved off because I don't like what someone said, move because of racism, move because of this, sometimes God, He puts us in positions to say, no, you're going to fight through this. Because I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of doing. I know how strong you are. And He was holding me up. Let's go back to the scripture. The Lord goes before thee. I believe it, y'all. He will be with thee. Everywhere you go, He speaks to you in a small voice. He will not fail thee. God has never failed me. Even sometimes some people get angry with God, He still hasn't failed you. Neither forsake thee, fear not, neither be dismayed. Next scripture, Luke 18, verse 27, and we gonna shut it down. It says, and He said, the things which are impossible with men are possible with God. So that little bill you be trying to go talk to John about, He gonna fail you. But when you go and you put your trust in God and say, okay, no, I trust God. I know He gonna make a way. I know you got this, God. I know you got this covered. Now, I'm not saying use common sense. I'm not saying not go to work. I'm not saying that. But when you in a situation where you know you're doing the right thing, where you know you're on the right track, and you like, God, I've been faithful. See, sometimes I pull a Hezekiah, and I just turn my face. See, this is my prayer wall, y'all. I turn my face to the wall, and I say, God, you remember when I did this? God, you remember how faithful I've been? You have to list that stuff down. And the things that you think are possible with men, the things that you put your faith in for that job that's not yours anyway. Because I was telling my God sister the other day, I was like, sometimes He puts us in situations for us to trust Him, for us to believe in Him, for us to come more towards Him. Because some situations happen because we put these jobs as idols, we put our finances as idols, and God's like, no. What you think man can do, I can do it better. Why? Because he said, I'm holding you up. Y'all, listen. God is holding each individual up. Whoever's watching this video, I just want y'all to know that God is holding you up. Don't even think that you're falling for a second. He's holding you up. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank y'all for tuning in to another video. I hope somebody was encouraged, somebody was blessed, somebody was empowered. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a good week. Empowerment, encouragement.